Hi, welcome to my channel. Today, let us discuss about ICT and assessment in learning. Assessment. It is very important in student learning. There are many approaches in learning with an emphasis on the process of learning along with the product of learning. Assessment is a process wherein gina-identify, gather, ug interpret sa teachers ang learning information sa students. There are 4 types of assessment. First is the formative assessment. It provides feedback and information during the instructional process while learning is taking place and while learning is occurring. It is a type of assessment wherein may balaan nato kung unsay naibalaan or naabay naibalaan ang learner while they are still in the process of learning it. It also provide ongoing feedback na pwede magamit sa mga teachers to improve their teaching and sa mga students to improve their learning. Muna siya ang ginatawag na assessment for learning. Next is the summative assessment. It takes place after the learning has been completed and provides information and feedback that sums up the teaching and learning process. So, may tabo ning summative assessment at the end na sa instructional unit. Diri ma-measure ang overall performance and understanding sa students like semi-final and final exams. So, those are the summative assessments. Next is the diagnostic assessment. It can help to identify the student's current knowledge of a subject, their skill sets and capabilities, and to clarify misconceptions before teaching takes place. Dire makita nato kung unsa nay naibalaan or naabay learning daan ang students about sa topic. Dire matest ang ilahang prior learning by giving them pre-assessment or pre-test. And the last one is the authentic assessment. It describes the multiple forms of assessment that reflect students' learning, achievement, motivation, and attitude on instructionally relevant classroom activity. It is a type of assessment wherein ma-evaluate nato kung ang students can apply or successfully transfer their knowledge and skills ng ilang naibalan sa classroom into the real-life setting. The role of ICT in assessment and learning. There are new technologies created to provide students with higher level thinking skills, particularly the aspect of creative and critical thinking and the opportunity to teach and assess those skills. Helpful to teachers because students' information and results of examination can be recorded and stored and can easily be retrieved. So, helpful jud kayo ang ICT especially sa mga teachers because they can record information and mga scores sa students with ease in the computer where dali ra kayo nila ma-access unlike before nga manually pa nila gina-record sa class record book ang mga scores sa students. Teachers can right away give feedback to students on the results of assessment, and feedback from computer during the use of test material improves students' performance in later use of the same test material. Criteria in choosing appropriate assessment tools. Assessment methods are the strategies, techniques, tools, and instruments for collecting information to determine the extent to which students demonstrate desired learning outcomes. Teachers need to select tools to assist students' achievement in the target outcomes. The selection of tools involves a process to obtain detailed information and the need to keep the process feasible and manageable. Students' learning styles vary widely and their strengths and challenges with respect to assessment vary as well. In choosing assessment tools, ato jud i-consider ang capabilities sa students kay each of us is lahi-lahi tag learning styles and preferences. That is why choosing appropriate tools is important para ma-achieve ang target outcomes sa mga students. Assessment tools. An educational assessment tool is used for evaluating students' performance and their level of knowledge in a particular subject. Educational assessment tools can be used during the learning process or an ongoing basis. Expectedly, different assessment tools work for different types of educational assessment. So here are some examples of assessment tools. First is the assessments. This is a free online platform that teachers can use to assign math tests to students, whether during the learning process or outside the classroom. Assessments allow instructors to provide immediate feedback as students turn in their test. It is a free online math teaching tool. It is a combination of the word assistance and assessment, where ang teacher is maghatag siyang assessment like problem solving sa students while also assisting them to know if naabay progress sa learning sa mga students. Next is the Form Plus. Teachers can use Form Plus to create surveys, questionnaires, and polls for classroom assessments. Students can participate in these assessments even without an internet connection, and teachers can analyze responses immediately. It is a website Japan that allows anyone nga mag-build og mga forms where ma-monitor nimo kung pila nakabook ang ning response kay namay mga percentage kung pila nakabook ang response sa mga questionnaires. Next is the Google Classroom. Google Classroom allows you to create and share questions with your student right in the app. Teachers can each students answer separately or set up a discussion with different groups. So it is very familiar sa ato because mo ni ang ginagamit nato during the pandemic time. Teachers use this as an alternative since dili pa man ta pwede maka-klase ato face-to-face. And the last one is the quizzes tool. If you're conducting fact-based tests, then the quizzes tool is a great option. In quizzes, you can set up self-graded tests which helps you save time on assessments. It is an online-based quiz tool that operates like a game show, that means a question and answer platform wherein malingaw og answer ang mga students sa mga questions. They can have fun while learning. Actually, there are many assessment tools that you can find online, but those are some examples of assessment tools that we can use. So that's all. Thank you for watching.